Okay, welcome back to another episode of Collaborators Without Direction, a tabletop adventure game where the players explore the Southeast Asia-inspired lands of Yoon-Suin. My name is Gobin, my pronouns are he, him, and it's my task as referee to narrate the world around them as the characters seek adventure. We'll pass it off to our first player, Billy. Tell us your name, your pronouns, and remind everyone of who your character is.
I'm Billy. I go by he, him. And my character is Winslow Steeple, the alchemist / deft.
All right, and pass it off to Savraj there.
My name is Savraj, he, him pronouns, and I will be playing Thodo, the deaf, ferryman.
Oh no, I just realized we have a completely deft party for tonight.
Yep.
Completely
Oh, yeah.
daft party. We all just a bunch of daft
One more
Bunch
punks.
of punks.
Wait, no, copyright strike. Better stop. Fair use.
Yeah, if you're singing, I think it's definitely fair use.
I was parodying.
In room, look. Love this. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm Maggie, and I'm playing. No, pronouns are she and her, and I'm playing Tiferet, the daft human, whose vocation is bicycle messenger.
Yeah, that's right. The other thing about Thodo is that Thodo is is a Vanara. Someone phasing into existence behind Billy there.
Whoa, no, I'm stuck in a time paradox.
Oh no! Ghost wife! All right. Okay. Awesome. Before we get started, if you've missed any of our previous sessions, I recommend going back and watching them on a YouTube channel when you have the chance. We've been having a lot of fun playing through the Deep Carbon Observatory adventure module, and we'd love you to join us again. So now on with the show. When we last left off, the collaborators had begun assembling a crew to assist them in reaching the Dolung Dam. Having already convinced the young thief Tamduan and the Lukman children, the collaborators focused on recruiting the local woman Kaleo, who agreed to guide them in exchange for an equal share of any loot. Afterwards, they spoke with Hayati, the local mayor, who seemed overwhelmed and unable to assist the collaborators very much. Finally, a quick trip out to the Latapan, the pirate ship moored in the harbor, or in the harbor on the river. A quick trip out to the Latapan to speak to the quartermaster about definitely not purchasing completely inedible rations. Finally, they struck a deal with the Captain Vajrakali herself, who offered to hire out her crewmen Moti and Echo for a seemingly reasonable rate. And after marching around the village for a few hours, the collaborators reconvened at the Temple of the Watchman for a quick spot of tea.
I bet Winslow has the fucking setup to make tea. He's busting out.
Literally has a setup for tea.
Oh,
yes,
shit.
I have a tea set. I'm from the Yellow City. It's like an important part of living there.
Then I'm definitely messing with Tiferet's tea set in ways that she's probably not okay with.
I mean, it's probably mostly made from brass.
Yeah,
Like a travel set.
Thin china is best for traveling.
It's basically like Gobin's tea set for camping.
I don't have a tea set for camping.
You have a knockoff jet boil.
Sure, I've got a cook set, but Yeah, it is made for the road. Well, that's made out of steel.
Sure.
But anyways,
Steel would make a very non-stainless steel would make a very poor tea set.
Yeah. All right, so we'll begin sitting in the main room of the Temple of the Watchmen. Light streams in from the steeple and fans out from the crystal prism at the top of the altar. Excuse me. Your group is sitting on the edges of the benches in a rough circle. Seer Kamis and Seer Rusi are joined by Watcher Tem and the scholar Talila. A small table in the center has been set with a pot of tea. Each person has filled your own personal mugs. The tea is golden colored with a smoky flavor that leaves you feeling energized and mentally focused. Seer Rusi is beginning the conversation, talking to the scholar. He says, Miss Talila, we appreciate you joining us for tea. As you can clearly see, we have a business proposition for you. These adventurers have come to investigate the Dolong Dam, much as you have come to learn its secrets for yourself. Talila responds, I find it difficult to believe they have much in common with myself. My mission is one of discovery, knowledge, and understanding. They are little more than glorified grave robbers sent by the slugs to pilfer artifacts and sell them as trinkets at auctions.
I think if you truly thought it through, you'd find it difficult to find the difference between deriving knowledge of the dead and robbing their graves.
Perhaps for you, but I'm not so interested in learning knowledge of the dead as I am learning something that can be useful, and perhaps if we learn how the dam is constructed, we can build likewise marvelous constructions ourselves.
Again, pillaging.
I would leave the dam intact.
Wow. We'll see if that... Someone may have beat us to it.
Man, I should have a cup of tea myself. Unfortunately, well.
It's not letting me into the Foundry wasn't updating.
Try reloading it. I did reset the server a time or two.
Okay.
When we were doing our Yellow City Shenanigans game, we had a wonderful habit of having the tea of the week.
Well, because, like, you gave me the book, and I paged through it and described what the teas tasted like, and, like, everyone was like, oh, that sounds disgusting. I was like, I have several teas that match these descriptions.
Okay, I think it's working now.
Some of those were just straight up, this is tea made from blood that you brew in another person's mouth and then spit into your own.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't have
kinky.
I don't have the resources to make that.
I don't have the resources to make that, but I would.
You have the resources, but you don't have the gumption.
Okay.
Or like the protection from AIDS.
Nor the necessary tea. Like, I don't have the tea that's made to be brewed in blood.
Nah.
All of my teas are made to be brewed in water.
All right, so yes. Well, maybe when we start our Kickstarter, that can be one of our stretch goals, is join the
blood
tea.
No,
blood. tea of the week, the club.
Oh yeah. That'd be good.
There is Adagio.
Yeah,
it's going to require us to mail the tea all over the Well,
Can you make like a playlist or subscription thing through Adagio, and then someone is just like, oh, I want to be on this list and get mailed this tea?
I have no idea. It's been a
'Cause that-
long time since I bought anything off Adagio.
That would be awesome.
you could just
But
set it
actually-
up so that you order one to one place and one to another place.
I can get back to doing that. Someone made Bionicle tea that I've always wanted to try.
Oh my
Just made of
god.
plastic.
Yeah, what?
Okay, so back to the scene.
Excuse me.
We got distracted by teas. It happens. So, yeah, this is the scholar who the Watchers had talked to you about, and also present are all of these hirelings over here. I don't see you in Foundry, Savraj, but
Oh, I tried to. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I reloaded it
okay.
because it wasn't loading my character sheet.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, when I restart it, you have to like refresh the page and then probably sign in again.
Yeah, just that.
But
Okay,
you should be
yeah.
able to see everyone in the crew, the party.
Mhm.
So I've got it oriented in like tiers here. The top 4 are obviously your player characters. These 4 are hirelings. Sorry, these 4 are people who you are paying to be there, and these 2 are people you're not paying. Although really, I think Tamdun should be on the bottom one. It's more like these people have skills, and the bottom 2 do not.
Gotcha.
They have hands.
Yeah, there we go. These 4 have skills that can be used, and these 2 are really just like extra pairs of hands.
Some red
I mean,
shirts.
Yeah, they're kids, so
Some okay.
All right.
they're the
Also,
2 kids that Maggie saved.
Saved.
You did save them.
I did, and I've saved them twice now.
Yeah. So,
These damn kids better start paying some rent.
Well, they pay rent by poking things with a 10-foot pole.
So I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole.
well, you now have a 10-foot pole.
Yes.
All right.
So I had a moment of like, we need a 10-foot pole. I was like, wait,
We're gonna need
we're about
it.
to. Yeah, like I was like, this is an OSR dungeon. We absolutely need a 10-foot pole.
Okay, so yeah, you are so present are everyone on on this screen here, as well as the 2 seers, the Watcher, so minimum Tem, the guy that you saved, Watcher Tem, the guy you saved at the very beginning from the log, as well as the scholar. So, all right, so Seer Rusi says to the scholar, it was my understanding, Miss Talila, that you would be able to offer these, you would be able to ally yourself with these adventurers and offer them your skills, sell them, obviously, for a reasonable price. You are well known in the historical knowledges, and you are even able to speak multiple ancient languages. And she says, yes, I am, but these things do not come cheap. My skills have taken me a lifetime to acquire, and therefore it is
Everyone's skills take a lifetime to acquire. That's what skills are.
All right, Zach, when did you go back? We got the wise ass in the building.
He's like, that's dumb. Could you be
That
a
is
bike
dumb.
messenger?
I agree.
No, you couldn't. Could you be an alchemist? Maybe.
Hey, well,
Could
yeah.
you be a ferryman? Probably not. You don't know what ferrymen put up with.
Dude, is our health pack up to full?
It's
Or hell does that whatever it is.
it's
on
at
your character
whatever it
sheet.
is right now. You have not
Okay.
healed. It's been 2 hours that you've been running around last session.
Oh God.
So
So
yeah,
this whole time it's only been elapsed 2 hours.
Well,
yes.
no. It's elapsed of 1 day. And
Yeah,
2 hours.
1 day and 2 hours.
Okay.
There is a calendar somewhere in Foundry that's keeping track of that. I don't remember where I stuffed it, but
It's on the bottom left.
that
Well,
is
It's like the day, night.
yeah, it's just the day-night thing. Anyways, so well, what would you? Are you going to attempt to make an offer for her, or are you just?
Well, how much? How? Well, she could be of use.
Well, for starters, if she wants to know more about the dam, she's got to look at it, which means she's got to get there safely.
This is the only expedition in town, honey. I went all Western on it now, like.
Well, little lady, this is the only expedition in town.
You
Everyone just looks at you like, did he just? Is he doing a bit?
Yes.
Well, I mean-
100%.
Well, okay, so you say that, and she responds, "That is, you seem to be out of the loop. There is, in fact, another expedition run by the Eagles who are in town.
And how's that going?
They left yesterday evening."
Okay.
So
And you
Thus,
still
they
not
were
with
the
them.
only
we're the
Yeah.
only gang in town.
You're the only one still in town.
Do you want to go
along
or
with
not?
you.
Yeah. So there's the fact that we're relatively exclusive as a way for her to get what she wants. I'd be willing to accept
She says, "Well, if you wish to
Can you
hire
fight?
my expertise, I require 2 shares of the treasure."
2 shares.
Yes, 2 shares that's even a good deal considering everything that I am bringing to the table.
What does that mean? Is
What
that
is a
2
share?
of? Yeah. Is it like 2 of what? 2 of 100?
Well, so you take the number of people and you divide that out, and that's like the total number of people is how many shares there are.
So 2 people would get nothing for this one person's.
No, so she is so you have, well, okay, so we'll do easy math here. So you've got
okay.
the 4 of you, and normally that would mean that there are 4 shares of the treasure.
Mhm.
And she's saying she wants 2 shares, so that would add 2 more. So you divide it by 6, and she gets 2/6 of the treasure.
It's a lot.
How about I'd be willing to accept 2 shares reduced to 1 if we save your life along the way.
I like that deal.
Yeah.
If she
If you
dies,
would've
she gets no
died-
shares.
Yeah.
Of
If
course.
you would have died, you get 1 share.
Well, how is that at all to be measured?
Oh, you want to put a price on your life? I could go find out right now how much someone would pay to have you killed.
Goman, was she drinking the tea?
Yes.
I pull out a small vial.
Okay.
Don't wait. I don't try to antagonize her too much now.
Your life may already be in jeopardy.
Oh my gosh.
You
Ignore
see,
him.
iocane powder has no smell nor taste.
Holy shit.
Uh, uh, what
Are you
what do
familiar
you
with
mean
it,
by
Scholar?
this?
You're not familiar with it? Maybe maybe you're not so useful at all. And I tuck it back in my pocket.
Okay.
You're fine, ma'am. Regardless, if you think your life is worth less than a share, or is worth more than if you think if you think your life is worth less than a share, then like I don't know what to say. Like I don't think you should be so down on yourself.
um, she says, "Okay, fine. 2 shares if I do not require your assistance."
Yeah, if you would have been fine, then like yeah, you know you pulled all the weight probably. You know we just set up the campfire for you and all of that. But like if you needed us, you needed us, and that's worth something.
All right. So, we can add her there. Oh, look. It's like I already had her safe there.
Oh
All right. And
yeah. Oh, Jesus.
all right. So the seers say, "Wonderful. I'm glad to see that you have come to an agreeable arrangement. Uh, as I'm sure you have met." You were introduced earlier yesterday, but this is Watcher Tem, and he is a well versed in the tantra of the Watchman, and he will be able to assist you with any of the lost knowledge that we possess within our temple and within our teachings. It would be is also a local from these parts and will knows his way around and can be a guide for you as well. And Watcher Tim steps forward. He's a portly man, and he's wearing white robes with yellow sashes, like the seers are, but his clothes are not as nice as theirs are. They seem very much like, these are his pretty much everyday kind of clothes. And he steps forward and says, yes, I believe I can be of much assistance. It is an honor for me to assist you and share what of the light I can with you."
Excellent. That's good because we prepared rations for you.
Oh, you,
Yeah,
you
he
are
looks
after
like you
my
could.
heart.
He looks like you could do without a ration or two.
Yeah, we have 6
Okay.
days of.
Yeah,
So who is the quartermaster for y'all? Like keeping track of how many fucking rations y'all need a day?
Another person is not. Well, I was helping do those calculations until my notepad like shut down on
Notepad
Foundry.
crashed.
Well, like on Foundry, like I was
Oh,
keeping track of all of that,
right.
and then
So
like
in your
Foundry
journal,
forked for me.
is it under collaborator finances? Is that where I put it? Collaborator notes? No.
Well, like literally in my character sheet note, I was keeping track of how much food debt we went into, and it was
Oh,
for
okay.
6 days of food.
If you go to the book icon, there's journal entries, and there's a weird.
Are we communalizing all of our rations?
Well, like the number of rations that we showed up here with are so sparse.
I came with 8.
Yeah,
from
you've
setup.
only got 3,
Yeah, I've got
6,
9 days of
9,
rations.
12 people to feed.
Yeah, we have to feed 12 people for 6 days.
Yeah, that's a lot. If it's a ration a day,
Yes.
we don't even have enough for one day.
That's
So
why there's the yeah. So let's put I'm gonna put a table here.
I have 7 currently.
2, 3, 4.
I have 9.
Well, we did all this math earlier, although we did without your rations, so
Yeah, and that's a significant portion of rations.
Mhm.
Me and Savraj know how to pack food.
one of us had no money at character creation, and one of us spent all their money on guns and bikes.
How did Zach not have any money during character creation?
A bad roll?
Oh,
Rations.
Yeah. Okay.
12.
I have 7 to contribute. I'll be right back.
All right, so I added a if you go to the book icon, there's a thing called Collaborator Finances,
Are you all clean?
and I put a very simple table in there. It's just how many people, how many mouths you need for rations, how many total rations you have, and then you can calculate how many days before hunger.
So we got 180 gold worth of rations from the pirate. But I did write that down.
Right, okay. So you have 180 gold of rations? What was he selling those rations for, though? Was it 5 a piece?
I think we negotiated the price down with the fact that it was feeding her men,
Right.
partially.
But if you're buying extras...
So, well, hold up. 12 times 6 equals 72. And then minus, you had 8 and 9 each. Minus,
How much this silver rupee is worth?
The silver rupee was pulled out of a dead guy's mouth.
Is it? I wonder if it's worth to keep it. Hold on to it.
I think we got them at 3 a ration, 3 or 2. So I'm going to go with 3 because that's more generous. Yeah, we got them at 3 a ration.
Okay.
Because we added up all our rations together and that brought it down to 180.
Mm-hmm.
I think. We have 68. 9 plus 2 from me plus whatever Zach had. So we have like 80 rations.
Mm-hmm.
I can't edit the collaborator finance.
Give me a second. I will change that for you. Configure permissions, all players, owner. Should be able to now. Check it again.
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect.
Perfect.
Okay. 80. And then clear. We have 6 2/3 days before hunger.
So how many
That's
people do we
good.
have currently? We have
You got 12.
12 people.
Yeah.
And I'm doing my level best to fucking make these people. I need to do artwork for Talila, but
There you go.
I will not work on that right now.
I should have totally screen captured that whole process because it was just like it was some
A
peak,
mess.
like just like all of the tabs I had open, like all of the windows I had open on my screen. It was some like NCIS hacking shit.
Multi-keyboard hacking.
So yeah, we're a little over 6 days before
Cool.
hunger.
That's good. Sounds good. Now, so while you all are discussing this, Savraj, you, Moti, the Vanara pirate, not a ferryman. He actually signs to you in the Vanara sign language that you know. Excuse me. He's just like asking you, hey, you were the, he says, signs to you, hey, you were the guy who was looking for the boat. Like you,
Yeah, I guess I'll sign back like, yes. Why?
we have an extra boat for like to meet somebody here, and I was under the impression that it was another Vanara. Is what he signs to you.
Believe that one's mine.
Yeah. He says, okay, we can get that boat at the it's a flat bottom, like a small flat bottom sort of ferry. We can get that for it's down at the Latapan. We can get that for you.
Okay. Sweet. Thank you very much. When can we go?
As soon as we're done here, he says, or signs.
Okay.
He ain't saying shit.
All right. I'll just nod to him.
Cool. And so the seer is saying, yes, the only difficulty is going to be so you have your crew with you, and you have the you have all your supplies and rations sorted out, but how are you going to transport them upriver?
Well,
it's a lot more than like, it's like 80 rations is a lot more to carry than I'm sure everyone wants to carry.
well, between the 3 bicycles and 1 boat we have, probably sacrifice a bicycle to become functionally our cart, Vietnam War style.
Yeah.
The seer says, well, we do want to, your mission to be successful, and although we do not have a lot of funds to provide you with, we will give you whatever it is that we do have on hand, and we do happen to have a canoe on hand. It's mostly used for ferrying, travel between the church upriver, a little ways upriver, and the other 2 villages upriver, and here, just for temple business. But given the circumstances, we could allow you to use it for your venture as well. Having multiple boats would allow for multiple people to travel, or multiple directions of travel at the same time.
It's at least a lifeboat. I appreciate it.
All right.
That's very useful.
All right. So I think that's honestly everything that you all needed to cover in town, or wanted to cover, or is there anything else that you would like to cover in town?
Is there any way to heal a few hit points of health in this game, other than resting?
A good night's rest.
Yeah, a good
night's rest just heals all wounds.
Some healing teas.
Well, we did just drink some tea.
It was not healing tea, though.
Wasn't healing tea?
That's costly.
Yeah, this is just like regular, here's some nice tea.
Some oolong.
Tea that you drink and it heals your knife wounds is like, costs more than like chamomile.
It sure does. All right, let me double check
Especially
real
in
quick.
the US.
Yeah, you got to import that shit. Yeah, so you can recover 1 HP every evening and morning. 2 hit points if you succeed at a Constitution task roll. The referee can allow a character to bind 1d6 minus 3 hit points worth of wounds immediately following a battle with a trained task roll, meaning you have to have a relevant skill for that. Fumbling means the patient loses 1 hit point instead. And you can only recover hit points lost during that battle. Yeah, and then it goes on to talk about injuries. So those are your methods for healing, other than magical healing means. Now, if say you had someone who could do miracles, they might be able to heal you, but miracles always cost someone's health as is. So at best you can hope for is equivalent exchange.
Yeah, this is a very our magical healing is very Full Metal Alchemist. Like the only way to get it is from someone else.
Yeah. Okay, well then, if y'all ready to embark from the town? Other than healing, is there anything else that you want to do?
Nope. I did want to get my my armor repaired.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. So, as a matter of fact, Kaleo says, "Oh yeah, let me take a look at your armor there." She says, "Oh, it's just these bindings on the sides is what got slashed there." Uh, so she said, "I can give me an hour and I can fix that up for you."
I do appreciate it, Cleo. Here, have a piece of chocolate.
He says, I don't need a piece of chocolate. It's
I have to pay you something. Come on.
well, if you're gonna pay me, you can give me gold.
Oh, yeah, I don't have much of that.
She points at the two kids and says, "Those are the children. You can pay them in chocolate, maybe, but you know, I got bills."
Give them the chocolate, you jerk. I don't care.
All right. So, yeah, I moved forward an hour, and we'll go ahead and move everyone over to. Where did Maggie go?
Right here.
Okay. All right. So, y'all should be able to see the overland map at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I have a token here that is just all
All of us.
y'all. Yeah. It's collaborators. I think all of y'all should be able to move it. Don't try to move it just yet. You should be able to click on it. I don't know. So this is going to be the what you can see here. Each hex is approximately a mile in diameter. I think that's, yeah. The hexes, each hex is as far as you can see. As you get like hints of what's beyond that, but it's just, you know, the distance is too far to really see anything else beyond it. The river here is flowing southward, so you are in the little village of Vin Drin Dop. If I make y'all invisible, you can see the little village icon there.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll show up once I. Wow.
Whoa, we wah.
Wait, did I just do that?
We just went.
I'm
all...
sorry, I wasn't. I was just.
We're spinning around.
I don't even know how you did that.
I don't.
It's like if you like zoom in, like you know, like if you like spread your fingers, sort of thing. Like
Oh,
I
okay.
have a trackpad. I don't know.
Oh, you got a trackpad. I see.
Yeah, I just went like this.
I'm using the stream to see what we're doing because otherwise I can't use video. And I only just saw. I was like, "What are they talking about?" And then I just see it like.
Yeah, Maggie, what are you gonna do with 6,000 frames of disadvantage? It's more than that. It's a lot of frames.
Yeah.
It's an unplayable amount of frames.
It's only like a 5 or 10 second delay.
It's more than that.
It's 30 seconds.
Yeah. All right, so at this point, so the way that overland travel is going to work, there are multiple zones of terrain in the areas around here. You have 4 basic terrains, okay? You've got the river itself, which is, you know, anywhere from like 12 feet deep to 40 feet deep in the river itself. But the floodwaters go up, and any hex that has the river on it is considered about waist-high water. The hexes that have a light blue tinge to them, which I think is honestly all of the hexes that you can see currently, sort of have like a light blue tinge to them. Yeah, because the first ones that don't are out here, so you can't quite see those yet. Anyways, so the ones that have a light blue tinge to them.
Oh, don't go out west.
Yeah, exactly.
We're in the tutorial zone now.
The hexes that have light blue tinge on them are knee deep water, and beyond that is considered like dry land, although a lot of it is soggy at this point. And there are other terrain features that will be marked on the map. Travel upriver by boat is roughly an hour per hex if all goes well. Downriver by boat is about a half an hour per hex. Through the mud and silt is roughly, like walking through the mud and silt is roughly 3 hours per hex. And across dry land is about an hour per hex walking. And you can travel at a regular pace without any stress. You can travel 8 hours per day. You can continue to push beyond the 8 hours of travel, but at that point you'll start to incur penalties. And that'll add to your corruption, which is just a basic wide mechanic that Whitehack uses, but in this game is going to signify like survival stress. So if you're starving, that'll increase your corruption. If you're doing a forced march beyond 8 hours, that'll increase your corruption, and you'll have to make saves or start to take negatives. Yeah, so I'll leave it up to y'all. You have the 2 boats. Oh, right, and random encounters are going to happen once. I think once an hour I'll roll for a random encounter, and there's a 1 in 6 chance of actually getting a random encounter. So I'm rolling a 1d6, and if it rolls up a 1, then you get a random encounter.
Okay.
Is that anyone got any mechanics questions about any of this?
So the river itself, like if we're on a river hex,
and
we are in a boat.
Right. If you're in a boat, you can be on the river hex, or you're traveling up the river.
Yeah. So we kind of want to go at a diagonal first, right? And like just start going up the river.
Maybe.
I'm not the captain.
I don't mean to metagame here, but like for some reason I just have this nightmarish fear of hands coming up out of the river to get me.
There's a chance it could happen.
I mean, if we have the boat, we may as well utilize the boat.
Yeah.
We do have the boat.
The boats.
We've got the boat.
2 boats.
Oh yeah, well we have the canoe, but is that even deployed, or can we just like stow that on the big boat until we're ready to use it?
Yeah, you can like lash it to the side or whatever.
Yeah, we could use the canoe. I think in terms of like a marching strategy, like I think maybe if the majority of our food and people are on the water, that's all right. But like I think we should split up a portion of our food and people to and alongside the ferry over land.
But that will take them a lot longer. It'll take them
'cause we can move up the river at like if it's muddy water.
Yeah.
Is this all muddy water?
It's like waist deep water there.
Oh, we're in like full on just like an Everglade.
Or I guess we're in the floodplain.
You are now.
Yeah.
Then I guess the boat's the only option.
At least until it dries out a little bit. Maybe we can split out upriver.
Right, you can travel at the same speed upriver over dry land. Like walking over dry land and traveling upriver on a boat are the same speed. Traveling downriver on boat is still faster. That's going to be like the fastest way you're going to cover ground.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So how do we start this shindig?
Yeah, which direction do you want to move? Do you want to move northwest, like Billy was saying?
My vote would be for northwest.
Oh wait,
I
if you
mean-
hold down X, you can do this. You
Oh,
can
okay.
say-
Ooh, yeah.
There
Ooh.
you go.
Whoa, that's the one I'm looking at.
And if you hold it down, it'll do like the little circle, and then if you click, it'll do
Well,
something like that.
so the town's been flooded by the river. Is the
Mhm.
town connected to the river?
Yes.
Can we get on the river directly from the town?
Yes.
Oh, so would this take
You
us
can you
3
can
hours
move in any,
to move
you can
into
move in
the
any
river?
direction. No. Moving.
'Cause-
So it's not. The town is direct. There's some like abstraction going on with this map here. The town
Mhm.
doesn't just fill up this hex. It kind of is in like all of this area here.
hmm
So you can leave the town and get on any of these river hexes.
This
in,
river
like-
gonna do some like stupid wonky shit and like go crazy direction.
Definitely.
Why don't we ask the captain of the ship which way we should go, considering
Yeah, we
we're
should-
hiring them for their services?
Well, we're going upriver.
So
Yeah.
well, Modi can just tell you that he says, yeah, we haven't actually gone any further upriver than Vin Drin Dop.
Hmm.
It's
Too shallow?
what's the word? Terra ignitus? Terra incognita.
Hmm.
Visible land?
Yeah.
Unknown land.
Never
Something
heard of
like
such
that.
a thing.
Unknown land would be Terra Incognita.
Something like that. And he just like
I'm not
Like-
smart. My
he just,
character's
like,
not smart. I
crosses his
should know.
arms and then like pulls a pipe out. And just like
No one on this ship has been north of the city.
Well then,
I exclaim to the crowd of people on this boat.
well, Watcher Tem says, "Oh, no, I've been upriver. I've been upriver several times. I am actually from
Good man, Tim.
I'm from one of the villages upriver, Polna Golam.
Then you must know the most direct route, at least when everything was normal.
Yes, upriver. The river has always been the fastest way to travel, and
Then we'll concede to your best judgment, Tim.
alright. So yeah.
So whichever way Tim wants to go, I think.
Well, I
well,
assume,
Tim's just saying upriver.
Well,
yeah.
all right, then
And-
that's upriver, right?
Well, I assume, yeah, we just get into the river on the town hex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that would
Drop
probably
on in.
take us, if it takes us 3 hours to march,
Yeah, so if you were saying, hey, we're not going to move in the river itself, but we're going to follow its path, and
Mhm.
you're like, okay, we're going to go through these hexes, but we are decidedly going to be walking and not be in the river, then it would take you 3 hours to move up each hex.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
But you're in a boat, so you can say, yes, we're going up these hexes, but we're in a boat, so we're just going to be on the river, and we can move, upriver.
Okay. So it's like the river functions like the river does in like a game of fucking what's the game?
I don't know.
Oregon Trail.
No, the one with the squares. There's like 8 million expansions of it.
Catan?
No.
No.
It
Catan doesn't
predates-
have rivers.
It was right before Catan went big. You got your little people, they extract resources. Anyway.
I have no idea. Anyways, we'll come back to that at some point. You'll remember. So, yeah, what, like
Northwest
northwest?
seems to be the best. I don't see any reason in starting further down south in the river than we need to.
Yeah.
Everyone in agreement with northwest?
Yeah.
All right. Bloop. Let me. Where?
Carcassonne. That was the name.
Carcassonne.
I like our. I've only played that a few times, but it seems like super basic. But
Seems
it's neither
super
here nor there.
basic. Like
We couldn't
Billy.
figure out like where the strategy was really in it.
Unapproachable.
Yeah, but rivers in Carcassonne function as like as a resource. Like as long as you're just on the tile with the river, you're doing river stuff.
You have
Doesn't
river.
matter like
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what this should do for y'all is there's a light section where you can currently see stuff, and then there is a darkened section where you have seen stuff before, but if there's anything new, you'll have to go back and rediscover that.
classic fog of war.
Yeah, exactly. Now, so you're...
Alright.
Whoa. I scrolled way too fast. All right. You're getting you're making your way up the river. Everyone piles into the canoe, or sorry, into the boat, with the canoe lashed to the side. You have your rations set up. Everyone is making themselves as comfortable as possible in this small flat bottom river boat. I'm assuming that Thodo is going to be the one in charge of the riverboat, considering he's a ferryman.
And owns the boat.
Yeah.
I would.
But I mean it's up to you. It's up to you.
No,
No,
I shall be
definitely
leader of
charging
this boat.
We'll talk about
Winslow
both.
obviously has the skills.
Yes, this probably somewhat afraid of water.
At least a little bit. Doesn't like prefers to
Bicycle
become.
messenger is totally going to be the one in charge of this boat.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me. I was like, I think Winslow at least prefers to be comfortable. I don't think he prefers to be wet.
All right, Billy, I updated your armor, so now you have an AC of 1.
Good shit.
All right, so you you set everyone up with the rows to row this boat up river, and the
Mostly
river,
the children.
you have a giant muscle man who is used to being on a boat,
and like
you've got like 2 sailors.
Nah, they need to build character.
That was a mistake. I had the thought of like, what? Like, it says I'm wearing leather armor, but I'm a bike messenger. What does leather cycling gear look like? It's just leather fetish wear when you look that up. They're like pedal pushers made out of skin-tight leather, and I'm like, that's not what I was looking for.
Is that what you wear when you have like the bike with the dildo? Like
the
Always Sunny.
I don't think you ride
scene.
that bike. That would just hurt you. That would just injure your body.
I mean, that's the idea, right? Okay, so you're rowing your boat up the river, and it's actually a rather pleasant day. Aside from the aside from the heat and the it's not particularly hot. It gets, I don't know, it's like 70s. But there are some flies that gather around you as you are pushing your way through the marsh. Still, at this point, a lot of the damage to the surrounding area is, unmissable. The few remaining trees have been just like surrounded by detritus. It's been washed down river. Many of the trees are just snapped sticks and snarls that are spiking up out of the mud, and lots of
Actually,
Hmm?
in that detritus, this river goes through multiple towns.
Mm-hmm.
Are there valuables in that detritus? Could I make a roll to see if I could find something of value in it?
We going fishing?
We on fishing?
Going fishing.
Sure. Yeah, make a roll. I don't think you have anything.
That's not a skill I have. A
Yeah.
street rat, but that's in Constitution. I assume this is like a wisdom.
Also,
Or
no
intelligence.
streets.
Yeah.
Maybe some streets.
Let's go with well, yeah, let's go with wisdom.
Okay.
Let's go with charisma because it's luck.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Awesome. Let's see. Oh, random encounters.
Oh.
Random loot.
I like random loot.
Let's see what you find. All right. You find a small gold-etched ceramic statuette.
Ceramic egg.
Oh,
No
It's-
home is incomplete without the ceramic egg. Anyway, it's a gold ceramic statuette.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the most interesting thing that you're able to find. Are you gonna keep it or are you gonna drop it?
I'll keep it.
There you go. I put it in your bag.
I gotta
Should be
shuffle
in
some
your
things.
gear. I think you can all take any rations that you have. You can
Out of the
remove
bag.
them from your gear. If you've all
Oh, yeah.
pooled them together, you can remove it from your gear.
okay. But when it comes down to the shove, I'm eating a child versus because I brought my rations.
You're not eating these children. That has like been that has been like one of the number one things I have prevented from happening to these children.
I joke.
Billy will
Wink.
Billy, they have literally just survived cannibalism.
Oh wait, that might be a little insensitive.
Yeah.
It was just yesterday when they were almost
Calm down,
eaten.
children, or I'm going to eat you.
And Tiferet like was deliberately ramming her back into a knife to try to cut a rope to get herself free to save them. All right.
All
Not
right,
bad.
Okay,
gold ceramics. So I guess we just keep going up the river.
right.
It's only been an
So,
hour.
as you are making your way up the river, you see ahead of you two figures standing in the middle of the river. They're just standing without apparent support on the river itself.
Oh dear.
They do not appear to be looking at you. They appear to be, as you get closer, you can hear them start to scream, or they can scream at each other. And at first, you can't really make out any words, but they're definitely angry with each other.
These are two men standing on water who are angry with each other.
Yes. One of them...
It sounds like the end of fucking Naruto.
Yeah, one of them wears an orange jacket. The other one is emo. One of them is plump and well-dressed. And the other one appears anemic, bedraggled, and is wearing a hat that looks like a collapsed fan.
What's our highest charisma skill total?
If only.
I have a 14.
Holy shit. You should talk to them.
Charisma.
Hail and well went, my dudes.
Charisma. Charisma.
Yeah.
Can I make out what they're saying first?
Yeah, as they are as you get closer, you start to be able to hear what they're saying, and one of them is let me make sure I say the right one here. Yeah,
Just fatty or skinny guy?
the plump, well-dressed one says, I cannot stand you. There's nothing worse than a fool who thinks that they know what they're talking about. And the other one shouts back, you know absolutely nothing yourself. I would rather die than spend another minute in the boat with you. The plump one says, you would rather die? Well, I can make that happen, and starts to just like make gesticulations, and you can see strange violet light begin to gather around his hands.
How far away are we at the from?
At this point, you are quite a distance away. Here we go. I can set up an encounter here.
Don't know if I want to take on more mouths. We really are on kind of a mission from God here.
We're on a mission from God.
No, we're on a mission from the Ivory Guard. We're getting paid. I'm getting paid. I don't know. Winslow can do whatever he wants. Different's gonna seeing this absolute just nothing that anybody in their right mind would want to involve themselves in. Different is just gonna lower herself to below visibility and just draw her gun and just wait to see if if this escalates into a situation that requires shooting.
Alright,
Different's just gonna get ready to fight.
Okay. Son of a bitch.
I guess I should say I'm preparing. Mostly in the hope to gain advantage on an initiative roll if we enter combat. Or something like that.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. There we go. Alright. Let's get down to business.
Do the beat. Bitter.
There
I
we
guess
go.
we could. Well, all right. Okay. Pew! Wait, am I moving that? Yep.
Yep. Yeah, probably best not to move that. Okay. So just fucking leave it there. All right.
We're going crazy out here.
Well,
We're technically in the same position. Oh.
you've lost your privileges.
We're technically in the same place.
Could you move the guest's view of things?
Yeah, we're a little high up. We need to come down a little bit.
Jeez.
It's okay. It really doesn't make any difference.
There we go. Is that better?
Did not change anything.
Yeah, I mean it'll change in a minute or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks pretty centered on my screen there. Yeah, you'll have to let me know some of that because I'm not necessarily watching directly what's going on the stream.
Thank
No,
God we have-
I'm in on my
stuff.
screen.
Yeah, I've
At
got.
least
I'm
we
not
aren't doing
on the stream.
gridded combat, so I don't have to be like Tiferet to C4.
Knight to E5.
This is Wizard's Chess. Speaking of, everyone make a wisdom roll.
Wisdom.
Please.
Good shit.
Yes. Oh! Fumble!
Rip.
Wait, that was rolling for collaborators.
Oh yeah. So it was. Savraj, you rolled for the wrong character.
That
Alright,
frog
anyways.
just evaporated.
Poof.
Out of shame, he has vanished.
If he can't see it, we can't see him.
I'll be right back as well.
Okay.
Well. Cloak open.
Hi, Maggie.
How's the weather down there?
A bit warm, actually. Because I'm
Really?
wearing a hoodie.
Oh. Well, there goes Billy in the stream.
Zoop. Zip zop zoopity zoop.
Yeah, if you looked at my setup, you would find it funny. I've got like the stream.
I'm gonna come upstairs and grab some tea. Let me put the stream in intermission mode for just a minute here since everyone zipped out anyways. And we'll be back in just a second.
I could go for tea as well.
Yeah, we'll be back in
Yeah.
just a second. Shit, I can't do that. Intermission vid. Fuck. I haven't fixed the intermission. Whoop. All right. Technical difficulties. I'll be back in just a minute.
see. Got the stream. Oh no. I should mute us. It's whatever.
I have phased into existence.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
This is the world. Round.
damn. That is the sweet earth, you might say. All right.
Still missing Maggie. I think Savage is back. Or was briefly.
Yeah, well. Savraj, you there?
Speaking of teas of the day, matcha. I mean,
Mint. The letter of the day is bong.
the number of the day is 420. Nope, Billy is moving. Is like has moved so little.
That he's become one with
I'm
the background.
completely invisible.
Oh no, Billy. You have to.
I can peek in and out of existence. Hello.
Oh. Have you read Kill 6 Billion Demons yet, Gobin?
Nope.
There's a very good bit with matcha.
I've read the first chapter.
Okay. Very early on, there's a wonderful bit where a character named Six Juggernaut Star makes matcha right after like Six Juggernaut Star makes matcha and serves it to 82 White Chain and is like being super chill, but like they just like beat a man to death with a wheel made out of fire. And Age White Chain's like, what the fuck is your problem? And Juggernaut Star's like, do you not like tea? Drink your fucking tea. Shut up.
All I remember is the woman with the soup, the noodle soup, is just.
Seek heaven through violence, girl.
Yep. And we're all back. Okay. So, Rush, you rolled as collaborators, not as Thodo.
And then evaporated.
Yep.
How do I clicked roll wisdom off of the
Did you do it off the Thodo character sheet?
off of the Thodo character sheet. Let me try it again.
Yeah.
It's
Still saying collaborators.
The
Try
target is
closing that
7.
character sheet and opening the Thodo one.
The Thodo one was the only one I had open. Okay, reopen the Thodo one. Roll wisdom. Still
Wow.
collaborators. I don't know.
Regardless, you failed 3 times in a row.
I passed the first time though.
No.
No?
2019-12, and you're trying to roll.
Oh, I rolled that 20? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Nat 20.
Wow.
Opposite of what you wanted.
Yes.
Because you're trying to roll wisdom, which is 7.
Well,
No,
you could have just taken
I
that first roll and just like looked at your wisdom.
Yeah, well, he rolled a 20.
It's very bad.
That's as bad as it can. That is failure.
The
Yeah.
worst.
Okay.
Well, that's
I'm
fine
aware of
because
I'm aware of this.
That's fine because Thodo is at the back of the boat.
Yeah.
He's preoccupied with like, making sure that he's steering in the right direction. All right, so
Keeping us alive.
what everyone else, however, who's like looking forward at this scene of these like fucking madmen.
Yeah, these magical madmen.
Yeah, what you see on the other side, however, is that you still don't understand like what's going on, but as you are sitting like watching this scene unfold in front of you, they're standing there. One of them is like gesticulating and has like purple light starting to glow around them, and the other one is yelling back at him like, "Don't you think you can get away with something like that?" And but in the water, what you see is a large 3-meter long pike fish that is circling around these two men. You see it briefly in the water in front of you, and then it is circled out of the way.
3-meter long pikefish.
A
get an image of
3-meter
a
long
pikefish.
pike.
What do we have? What do we
I
have
mean,
on the boat? That
You
could
can look
be...
at this one right here.
Do we have anything on the boat that could be used as like a fishing implement or like a harpoon? I guess.
Yeah, 3
Oh
meters.
yeah, that's a carnivorous fish, all right.
3 meters, for people who don't know meters, is about 9 feet.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and your
Is-
average.
I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot of rations if we take this fucker down.
Yeah, and a pikefish that's big enough for a man to show it off on a boat by being like, "Huh," is like less than a meter. So,
Yeah, this thing is like
a pikefish of unusual size.
this thing is like the size of Jaws, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, that was probably
I mean,
more than 3 meters, but
I'm kind of the let them get. I mean, if they don't, we will. You know,
I think that's enough to fuck up our boat.
that's enough to fuck us up. Yeah, that's enough to fuck us up pretty good.
So
it
might need to-
is
We might need to take a wide berth.
yeah,
I
it is
think-
smaller than your boat, but that's not to say that your boat is a much larger, solid, living animal.
Toto, do you have a gun?
No, I believe I have a bow. Let me double check.
Watcher Tim lifts up his musket and goes, "I brought mine."
Excellent. Are you a good shot?
I just have a bow and a sword.
What? I don't really know how to answer that question.
Then no.
I guess we'll let my marksmanship speak for itself.
Or, hold up. Actually, I mean, we're just starting out here, and we're not in immediate danger yet.
We could potentially bypass this whole situation.
Well, I think if we get this pikefish, it's totally worth it for the food. And
Yeah.
also, like, if we save these men's lives, then that may prevent them from massacring each other in front of our boat. Again,
Scarring
thing that
your
could
children.
fuck up the boat.
Mhm.
The children I think are scarred enough at this point that they're in that like state of like just a haze of shock where like nothing means anything anymore. After like your mother and 2 siblings have drowned in front of you and then you were kidnapped by cannibals, there's
Okay,
nothing left.
So,
I'm gonna shoot that fucking fish.
Nice.
all right.
I like it.
Roll an initiative.
Roll
Everybody?
an initiative.
Anyone who wants to do anything.
I don't know what I can do, but
Where is my rolling?
what would involve like
You
what?
go to your character sheet. and at the top where it says,
what skill would be involved in
like
shooting
it's
gun?
sometimes there and sometimes isn't, depending on whose fucking sheet I'm looking at. Maybe it's just the.
I have an initiative bonus of 2. I know
Yeah.
that.
And I think you can click the word initiative. Where's your initiative bonus?
It's next to my constitution on my character sheet for some fucking reason.
Should be next to Dex.
Yeah, well. I didn't make the world, Gobin.
Weird. I would close that and reopen it.
Oh, there it is. Now it's back next to Dex.
Yeah,
Do I just do Dex plus 2?
yeah. 1d6. 1d6 plus 2.
Plus 2. Do
Um,
I have advantage from my, like, ready to shoot?
No.
Oh, okay.
No advantage on initiative.
do you have a throwing axe? So what skill would it be to actually like shoot a gun?
Dex.
Dex.
Okay.
Let me.
Is Tem like? Does he look confident with his gun, or like? Can I tell?
He just said, I don't know how to tell you how good a shot I am.
Is there like some sort of insight thing in this game of like maybe I can tell like maybe he's not so confident with his gun?
Maybe he's not so confident with his gun, but he's a sick fucking shot.
No, I just
Yeah.
mean like I just mean like has he ever shot this gun before? I want to be like, can I tell from a glance?
He said it's his gun.
Yeah.
It is his gun, but I own guns IRL, and it doesn't mean that I know how to shoot them very well.
Would you like look like you knew how to shoot it though?
If I looked at you, Billy, and I really knew a lot, and I knew enough about guns to know what a gun is, but I'm also a snake oil salesman, and I just like made eye contact with you, and I'd be like, "Oh, that guy knows their way around a gun."
I'm kind of debating on whether I should take the gun from Tim and take the shot.
I guess what I'm saying, well, that's up to you. That is entirely your own fucking judgment right there.
But I want to know. But I want to know is like,
Can you show me?
if Winslow's like up there shaking with his musket, or like
He's not even trying to take aim right now. He's just
Okay.
holding on with it.
Okay. I say, Tim, I have, in my past, taken a few good shots with the, in the school of alchemy. We get bored sometimes, and glass bottles make huge shards when you shoot them. It's really fun.
He says,
I was a crack shot in my youth.
He says, okay. What?
I'm going to kill that fish. We'll shoot that fish.
He says, yeah, okay, let's see you do it.
Should we both take shots at this fish?
He is not offering you his gun.
No, not Tim. Oh. Well, I don't have a gun, Tim. I was going to use your gun.
It says, no, this is my gun. These are do you have any idea how much these things cost?
Well, I'm not going to drop it in the river, Tim. I just told you I know how to use it.
River.
I said I'm not going to drop it in the river. It's not my intent to lose your gun.
Yeah, he doesn't
take Tim's side on this one. This sounds like a bad idea. At least, like, I agree. I wouldn't give you my gun, Winslow. Really, like, my gun's how I earn my gun's one half of how I earn my living. So you know.
Okay.
It's the way you deliver the message.
Yeah. The pneumatic system.
Well, fine.
we gave up on just like running up and yelling at them, and then we moved on to handing them a tube of paper, and then we just refined it down to a tube that ejects a message at such forceful speed that regardless of whether or not they heard me, they understand its meaning. Really, just things in the Yellow City are pretty rough right now.
Sounds like it.
All right, I will add Winslow. For some reason, these fucking tokens are not loading.
Oh, I'm fucking loving looking at the stream and seeing the guest's view of the referee roll dice, and it's just like a question mark die.
Yeah, that's all I'm seeing too. Just question mark.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's someone else watching.
Oh, that is funny. All right. Ah, shit, that's all cattywampus. There we go. You see things. I need to find a way to make sure I can look at the chat from stream. So I guess for now, if anyone starts chatting in stream, you all can talk to them.
I do have it pulled up.
I'll give him what for.
Yeah, give them what you tell them.
Deliver the fucking message. Netherlands Mario style.
All right. Billy, are you in? No. Roll initiative for your guy.
Well, I don't
as
really
well.
have anything to do if I'm not going to take Tim's gun.
Well,
Don't roll initiative. You may figure something out.
All right, where was initiative?
just roll 1d6 and add. I don't think your dex is high enough for. Oh yeah, it is. So yeah, add 2
I was
for
gonna
yours
say,
as well.
Dex is my best stat. I've hoped. 1d6 plus 2.
Wow, wonderful. It also rolled an 8 for you. All right.
Is it plus 2 for 16? Or
Yeah. If it has a
Okay.
little 2 beside it, then it's correct.
okay,
All right.
so that would be a 6, I guess.
An 8.
An 8. I rolled a
I
4.
think-
Oh, you rolled a 4.
No.
You're right. It is a 6.
You're looking at your own rolls.
I am looking at my
Thanks
own
for letting
rolls.
me know.
Yeah.
A little peek behind the screen there.
Oh, sure. Yes.
I totally know what this number 6 is going to mean.
It's 8. Well, I guess
Or
it would
8.
be. He rolled 6.
Okay, so the man standing on the water with the hat that looks like a floppy fan, he pulls out a stick and he starts to like not like super fast like ninja speed, but just like very slowly he seems to be doing something with this stick that is like it doesn't appear to be magical right now, but it is definitely some sort of martial thing that he's doing. And then we'll move on. The pike is going to continue just swimming around here. Now it's Winslow's turn.
Oh, so the pike is in the middle
Yes.
one. Okay. I'm still like a little like I'm zoomed out as much as I can be, but I'm like not seeing the full circle.
Yeah, same here.
I mean, don't really worry about it.
I didn't see the fish. Okay.
I mean, it's not attacking you, so it's also not super
Yeah.
super important.
I'll wait. I'm just ready. I'll draw my sword, I guess.
Are you going to prepare anything to do for your next turn? Hold an action.
Well, if we can somehow get that fish on board, I'd like to slash it. Give it a good old chop.
All right.
Sure.
How would you like to attempt to get this fish on board?
I didn't think that was up to me.
I mean, it was
We're
your
gonna have to get it
idea.
on board
We're the
gonna have to get it on
players.
board somehow. Do we have any form of fishing implement on this boat?
Does anyone have any fishing gear?
I have none.
Maybe.
I have
I mean,
gear
it'll be
that
in
could
your
be used
gear.
to gut a fish, but I don't have like. I've got rope.
I have rope.
I don't.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Everyone's just looking around like at their stuff like, nah.
None of the crew, like I mean, of this boat doesn't have anything.
None of us are really equipped for also fishing monsters.
That's true. It is a huge fish.
Tamdoon, the thief says, we can throw one of the kids overboard.
Tamdoon, I knew I
We could
liked
throw
you.
you overboard, Tamdoon.
So I don't like that idea.
Yeah, well, then keep your shit to yourself.
Keep your shit to yourself too.
Mhm.
All right. Okay, so moving on, it's Tiff's turn.
Okay. I'm debating whether or not to use my attunement, but like, we're not that far into the day yet,
Right.
and I
Who
think,
knows what's upriver? Just around
and I'm
the
Right.
pretty sure I could
river
make a
bend.
pretty good argument for using my attunement to reload my gun in a round. So, so worst case scenario, if I'm like, oh fuck, I need my gun again,
Well, what are you going to
so
do?
I'm gonna shoot that fish.
All right, so you
I'm
have
gonna
a
make a pistol
pistol,
attack. Yeah.
and it is underwater. It's not like
Yes.
skimming the surface like a it's not skimming the surface like a shark.
Sure.
It is several feet underwater.
It's several feet underwater.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll antagonize it first.
Hmm.
I
But
have
it's
this
not-
10-foot pole.
But it's not aggro on us yet. Maybe like I don't know. I'm not gonna say it. Like it's you.
Alright. So I've got a 10-foot pole. And I'm gonna literally like just take it and like jab it at the fish. And I'm also gonna yell at the two guys like, hey, there's a fucking 9-foot long there's a sea monster underneath you two. Like,
All right.
have your spat elsewhere. You're in the middle of the river.
Yeah, the fish is within shooting distance, but it is not within poking distance.
Damn.
You would have to be beside it to hit it with that 10-foot pole. And you are
Right.
still in the far range, and it is in the near range
Alright, then I think I will use my attunement.
to do.
Because fire this pistol. I'm firing ball ammunition, and like flintlock pistols fire like sizable chunks of metal.
Uh-huh.
And I'm firing it down into water.
Right.
So I'm gonna argue that this is an almost impossible shot, and
It
not
absolutely is an almost impossible shot.
but not a truly impossible shot.
It's
I'm not firing through firing a gun into water blows a bullet down a lot.
Yeah. So for an attunement that you roll with initiative, right? Or with advantage, right?
Well, I think for an almost impossible shot, it's a normal roll instead of you can't do that. That's
Right.
absurd.
Or disadvantage.
Some
Double negative roll.
disadvantage.
Also, double negative is just a dump anyway.
Requires a okay, so a nigh impossible one requires a regular task roll.
Yeah.
For the impossible feats remain impossible. Yeah. Okay, you can still make this shot, but if you do succeed, it is still going to or it's going to be -2 to damage.
-2 to damage.
Because it is a lot of water that you're trying to penetrate through here.
This thing's a 9-foot. So I don't think maximum 5 damage. It's gonna do much to a pikefish the size of a fucking boat. Then maybe
Oh, right, weapons.
no.
I
This
was like,
plan's a
where
bad
is it?
idea. I could use my sling though to just throw shot at it.
Yeah, you can do that. Absolutely.
Yeah. And just irritate it. Sort of try to draw it to the surface of the water.
Sure.
Or get it to fuck off.
All right. So roll an attack with your sling.
Okay.
I think you can just click on it and it should roll.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
How about that?
Fucking 1.
Oh, should have.
Did you not get the fish AC?
Oh no, I gave the fish AC. As a matter of fact, it has an AC of higher than that, higher than a 1.
Damn.
So that does yeah. So you swing with it.
Still strike it.
Yeah, and it seems to just like go through the water and like hits this fish, but it does not phase it in the least.
I'm also like screaming at these 2 men.
All right.
I'm like,
yeah. They don't react to you at all.
fuck.
They're almost like completely unaware of that you're approaching or that there is a giant boat-sized carnivorous fish circling them. So Watcher Tem is up next. He says, what should I shoot? Should I shoot the fish? Should I shoot them? Should I shoot one of them?
Don't shoot them. Just let nature play its course, I guess.
What you said? What am I trying to shoot here?
Well, we're trying to hit the fish.
I figured we might be able to get a lot of ration out of the fish, Tim.
So you want me to shoot the fish?
Do we have any way of retrieving it afterwards, though?
If you
even
prepare to
if you
shoot
do
the
manage
fish.
to kill it.
Well, we have enough rope and pole and shit that, like, I imagine
How
that,
are
like,
we-
with a crew of
How are we gonna
12
get a 9-foot fish onto a boat with just some rope?
We could also take a break, pull to the shore.
That's an idea. Someone would have to dive in and attach a rope to the fish.
So
Well,
should I
regardless.
shoot the fish? Should I try to shoot the fish?
Shoot the fish when it surfaces. Prepare to shoot the fish.
take your time, man.
Okay, I'll wait then.
Take your time. Wait for the opportunity. Wait till you see the whites in its eyes, Tim. The fish is not focusing us right now.
Okay.
It's focusing on them.
I guess
We don't know. I mean, they seem to be having a squabble. We've tried to warn them.
All right. So at this point, the fat, gaudily dressed man, he is lifting his or he's completing his ritual that he's doing, and he starts to actually ascend up into the air, like his feet lift off of the ground.
Oh shit!
Oh fuck!
But at this exact time, his counterpart takes the staff and just goes, "I told you not to attempt this," and just smacks him with the staff, knocking him face down in the water. And he just like goes plop.
Does he land on the water or does he go into it?
He lands face down on the water.
God damn.
Belly flop.
So he goes from flying to fucking face down, ass up.
That's the way we like to
So Caster Man is now in the water.
Nope,
Is
he's
touching
still
the
on
water.
top of the water.
He's still floating on top.
Because they were
Or, like-
standing on the water. And then he was like
Jesus
starting
style.
to fly. And then the other guy was like, "None of that." And now he's just like,
He's prone on the surface of the water.
yes.
Interesting.
Because he's just that hardcore that even when he gets smacked up, he's like,
No, you're not
Still
hardcore.
Does he live hardcore?
Are we able to tell right now? Like, are they actually in a boat, or are they literally standing on water?
They're make a perception check.
And what is that?
Oh, sorry, wisdom. Roll wisdom.
Wisdom.
I just can't escape D&D. There you go.
I got a 1.
Alright, so what you can see is that it appears that they're not actually standing on the water at all. There's just a wooden, some kind of platform underneath the water. And it's just barely underneath the water, though, like only an inch or two, and that's what they happen to be standing on. You see just the water like moves differently for a distance around them, and you start to you're like, hold up, something's weird here, and
So
you can
they're
eventually see that
actively
platform there.
they're actively keeping the water down around them, or like the water around them is down.
No,
It's like they're on
lower
a
than
raft.
river?
they're standing on a submerged platform. You can see
Yeah.
the difference between the water moving at,
Okay.
where it doesn't have anything underneath
They're
it,
like on
and
a
then,
on a dock,
and then
or
like it goes
it's a
over
dock, but
something and is smoother there because it has less space to travel over something.
it's now a dock. But it, like at one point it was probably just some like scaffolding or something or a porch.
It's
I think it's like a raft that's submerged under the water.
it's some submerged platform that they are standing on. Is
But
what
it's
you can
stable
tell.
though. Like it's not moving. It's like the water's
No,
moving
no.
around it.
It does not. It is not moving relative to the shore. I know
Okay.
everything on here is all water, but it is not like relative to the shore. Everything is stationary. That's why
It's
I put them at
fixed.
the center and have
Yeah.
y'all move.
Right.
Wow.
So I still don't think we should really intervene, but
Yeah, we could just wait to see if the fish jumps out of the water at them and shoot it then.
As you are debating this, Talila the scholar looks up from her books and is like, "What? Oh, this is what those fools have gotten themselves up to. I know these two. They're likewise scholars, well, of a sort. I thought they had were getting along together. These fools left a couple days before the flood, and I'm not sure how they ended up here, but
Well, they're about to get eaten by a fish.
well, that's unfortunate, but also not unsurprising.
You know, I'm surprised that you thought yourself different from me, because we're really of the same opinion here.
She just like snorts and goes back to looking at her book. She says, whatever, you can decide, you can do whatever you wish."
Well, I hope you like pikefish.
I'm not even going to begin to attempt to understand what you mean by that. All right. Everyone, roll initiative again.
Initiative again.
How do you roll initiative?
Roll 1d6, and if you have,
I don't know.
God damn it.
No, how do you?
/R, not r/.
That's right.
Okay. Into combat. Disregard that. Why? There we go. What was yours, Savraj?
4.
Do you have a bonus to it? It's
More.
beside your dex. Is there a little number beside your dex?
It's a 0.
Okay. And Maggie, what did you roll?
4.
+2?
Yes. Well, in total 4.
Total 4? All right.
Yeah.
And here comes Ghost Man. Billy, what did you roll total? Can't hear you. You're muted.
That was my total. It was a 5.
5. Okay.
Because I did 1d6 plus 2.
Yep. All right. You're up for Winslow is up first.
Oh boy. Uh, not seeing anything around, or I didn't catch like what the my drink spilt. I had to go clean it up. I didn't catch what the people what the scholar said about them.
Mostly just like, oh, these fucking morons.
They're
I
idiots.
know them.
Okay.
Hopefully they'll die.
Okay, so I don't feel bad just like leaving them as bait. I already I still just stay ready. Maybe with my rope. Are we like we have some way of like I can toss my rope out if we can kill this fish, and maybe somebody can go in and tie the rope onto the fish. I'll be ready with my rope. Is basically it.
Start like assembling a recovery crew from like you and all the people who are like not doing anything.
Yeah.
All right. All right, it is now the prone wizard's his move. He's going to so he's like down on the ground and he's going to look up and say, "You fool! You've got me exactly where I want to be," and reaches out and grabs the other guy's ankle and then pulls his ankle out from underneath him.
Fucking Jedi battle going on.
I'm kind of just entertained at this point.
Like,
The guy with the hat tumbles to the side and falls into the water.
mhm.
Where he stumbles, like he's pulled off his feet, and instead of falling like prone like the first guy is on top of the water, he falls a little further to the side and just goes down under the surface. We will make that. And now it is Thodo's turn.
Okay, so I'm like piloting the boat right now still.
Right.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna like pull closer.
Move us on in.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Run over the lot of them.
Well, because when that fish goes in for the idiot, we'll have prime real estate to fuck him up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Thodo pilots everyone forward. What is Tiff going to do?
Tiff is gonna get her pistol ready to shoot the fish when it surfaces to eat this man.
All right.
Assuming that's what's going to happen. They're like she's and we already told Watcher Tim to get ready. She's just like when that guy gets it, that's our chance.
All right. Tem was up next, so he's continuing to ready his action. The all right, now it's the guy in the water's turn. He's going to.
We're all just like waiting.
He's going to attempt to scramble back up onto the submerged platform. But it is the pike's turn. And it's going to move in, and as he's lifting himself up, the wizard who is standing there is saying, "Ha! Who is the fool now? You are nothing compared to my brilliance." And the one who is lifting himself back up is like just coughing and trying to recover himself, and he says, "You haven't even begun to taste," and then is just whoop, just like pulled underwater. It's just this as he's grabbed and pulled under the water there.
And the pike gets close to the surface?
It doesn't get very close. It has to get close enough because he's just got like his legs under.
Yeah.
But it doesn't like, it's not doing some like free willy
Free Willy.
free willy shit. It's just like swamp.
So it's like at where his legs would be.
Right.
Damn, that's still like 2 feet of water.
We'll say it's close enough that you could take a shot. But don't miss. You wouldn't want to hit somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. The guy who's like already been cut in half.
It's a lot of blood in the water.
Can I spend my attunement to get a guaranteed hit? Or is this like still super fucking hard?
There we go.
Is it the blood in the water?
Yeah, you could spend your attunement to get a guaranteed hit at this point.
All right, I'm gonna bang bang.
Well, no, you do it to. Well, I guess yeah, it would be a guaranteed hit.
Yeah.
Um, and then Tim is gonna have to roll for that. Let me roll for him.
Well, fucking come on, piece of shit. I just wanted you to roll the damage. I can just roll 1d6 plus 1.
Yeah, you can.
Four.
And he rolled.
Ooh.
Tim hit too.
Yep, he sure did.
Good
An
hit, Tim.
AC of 10, then
Good man.
I'm crying and running.
Do what?
If this pikefish has an AC of 10, then I am crying and running. I'm like,
no. You both hit there.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all can.
That was
I don't know if y'all can
1d6
see
plus
the
0 plus 0?
I don't know if y'all can see the
I saw Tim's roll.
I can see Tim's roll.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see the pikefish's health bar though.
No.
I can't. Well, regardless. So Tim hits for 3, because I'm seeing 1d6 plus 0 plus 0, and not 1d6 plus 2, like a normal musket.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
right. Yeah, it should be 2. So I'll just take off 2 more damage.
yeah.
Okay.
So he actually did. Damn, Tim did better than Tiff.
We had a
musket.
They're both solid hits.
That's 9
yeah, I just
damage
rolled against
altogether.
his attack value, and I guess it automatically rolled damage, so I didn't even think about it. But he doesn't actually have a weapon on his sheet. I just clicked his attack value roll. All right. Yeah. We'll reset initiatives and roll for the next round.
Hey.
We're doing initiative again.
Yeah.
4 again. I have rolled 3 initiative rolls in a row.
Oof.
So
1,
4,
3.
2.
3 for Winslow, 2 for Dodo. All right. Well, oops. That's still alive. Okay. Yeah, the pike is going to attack and probably righteously fuck up this guy.
I hope it misses. Just for the sheer impossibility of it.
Well, I mean, we did just shoot it twice.
Maybe it's just
missing.
like, oh fuck.
He drops or something. I don't know. Like, oh god. Oh god, you're breaking him in half.
That kills people.
Yeah, it sure does.
1 away from max damage.
Reap. You can't even really see that little skull thing over him. So the pike is going to rend this guy pretty much to pieces and is going to then dive into the water to escape.
Let's see. Toto, you have a bow and arrow?
Yes.
It is now Tim's turn. He has used his musket, so he says, "Well, I believe we hit it. It's hard to see with so much blood there."
Yeah.
It looked like a solid hit to me, Tim.
What should I do now then?
Reload, Tim. Reload now. Reload fast.
Well, no, reloading is just too
sure.
slow to do in combat.
Oh.
I'm... Pass me Thoto's bow, if Thoto's at the back of the boat.
Okay. Here you go.
Yeah.
All right.
While I have trouble making an argument for a bullet hitting something in the water, I know an arrow can.
But you still have to deal with the refraction of light.
All right. So it's Tift's turn. Tem hands you Thoto's bow.
I'm gonna set my gun down at my feet.
Mm-hmm.
Take this bow and arrow. I assume I've only got one arrow.
Let me see if I.
I mean, I'm not using your ammunition though. I'm just quick.
Give me an arrow.
All right. So you're going to fire the bow at the
and I'm going to make an attack with it. So I think just roll against my AV.
Yep.
I guess I'll just roll 1d20 against 11.
You can click on AV and it should automatically roll for you.
No, it just lets me edit it.
Okay, yeah, I guess roll 1d20 against 11 then.
My attack rolls, when I click on my equipment.
Yeah, but you don't have a bow right now, so...
Yeah.
Actually, I think I have the answer for this.
Well, I got 8.
Weapons. Longbow. Nope, it just added it to Maggie's. Oh well, whatever. We won't deal with that right now. You rolled an 8, yes. What's your AV?
11.
11. All right. Roll damage.
Okay. 1d6. Fuck.
Nice. All right. Now it's Winslow's turn.
I'm gonna see
Pike's still kicking?
It's still swimming away.
Damn.
Can I all right, so seeing Tiff shot with the bow, I would like to tie one something my rope off on to one part of the ship. And then can I get an arrow
from so you're going to what you have as far as rope is some thick climbing rope. Yeah, that's going to be
50 foot of thick climbing rope.
That's going to be some 1/2-inch climbing rope.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It's not going to be
I'm still going to tie it to the ship. I'm still going to tie one side to the ship.
Okay.
We don't have anything like a pike or like a sort of
There's
long...
a pike in the water.
We have a 10-foot pole.
Saw that coming.
We have a 10-foot We have a 10-foot pole,
Yeah.
and we do have knife. Everybody's got a knife.
I have a short sword.
I've got a dagger.
You're going to attempt to fashion a weapon?
Fashioning a pike of some sort.
Yeah, that's going to take a little while.
Okay. I've got time to spare, apparently.
Sure. Well, it's going to take you one round to tie the rope
Okay.
onto the boat.
Okay. Yeah, that would take 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Onto Thodo.
Okay, I mean, I'm gonna continue moving closer.
Pursue.
Closer to which? To
The platform.
You're
wait,
moving up
sorry.
to the platform here?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Because the pike's moving away.
Wait, okay, do we want to change? I guess,
We
The
want the
pike-
pike. We don't
I
care
think we
about
want
the
the
old
pike
man.
more than the man.
fine. Then never mind. I guess I'll now pursue the pike.
Because we're already in the same radius of the pike.
Okay,
Okay.
so you're not going to move closer to the platform?
Not anymore.
The pike is moving upriver.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I'm gonna pursue the pike.
Where we're trying to go anyway.
okay. Yeah, so now the one wizard who is left standing there, he says, "Ha! Clearly my superiority wins out again." Now, if he has been down there quite a while. You
It's
there in
not-
the boat. Are you impressed?
Now you listen to us?
You're gonna fucking die. There's a sea monster.
Ha! A sea monster is nothing compared to the power of Rem Cool House.
Rem Cool House?
Yes, you heard the name.
The architect?
You.
Well, if you're so if you're so unafraid of this pike, then like go get it. Jump in that water. That'll truly impress me if you kill this pike.
Okay, roll
Roll
charisma?
Big money, no whammies. No.
All right. He says, You're not one to tell me what to do. Alright, you may be on a boat right now, but you're just peasants. Move along.
Wow. His loss.
We're gonna kill this fucking sea monster, and how did prove you wrong? You're gonna be the worst wizard ever because we're gonna mess this thing up
Can I get
die.
Can I get the scholar to join me in harassing this man and to be like, do it and you're cool. Fight the sea monster.
The scholar is like, that's boorish. That is crude.
You could definitely.
You don't want to
could
see him
definitely encourage,
also get reduced to giblets.
So she just like furiously actively ignoring you.
Okay.
You definitely recruit Winslow though. I'm like all aboard team. This guy should like totally take out the sea monster. Ooh.
All right, well, roll initiatives. Clackety clack.
6.
6 for Bila.
Big money. Better than 4.
So 5 for wins, or for Tiff, and was that a 5 for Thodo?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, he's done. He's not doing anything. So Winslow, it's your turn now.
Well, Winslow is on team. Like encouraging him to.
All right.
Well, if you're such a powerful wizard, you can't kill a fish.
Roll a charisma.
Come on.
It's a 1.
He looks at you and he says, like, don't tell me what I can and can't do. It's like this is nothing. I have faced worse before.
Looks like your friend hasn't.
Oh, he was not my friend.
Well, he certainly isn't anymore.
Yeah, but he's still not budging.
Yeah.
Not doing anything.
But you can tell that you're starting to get to him. At the very
Yeah.
least, he is more flustered. All right. Now, it's Thodo's turn.
Hmm. Hmm. I could do something really fucked up, but I don't.
Do something really fucked up.
All right. I'm gonna take my bow back.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna point and aim it at this wizard. I'm gonna say you got 2 options now. You either get in the water and fight the fish, or you fight the bow.
Okay.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah. Roll charisma with advantage.
How
Or
do you do the?
I think when you click on your charisma value, you can then like click the plus sign, and it should give you an advantage roll.
all right.
Okay. I got a 2.
Yep. You just see like the color just like drain out of him, and he's like, "You prepare yourselves for the most splendid, amazing display of fish fighting," and he like lowers himself over the edge and is just like wading out into the water here.
Oh, he's going in?
Hell yeah.
What?
Oh, good.
My dude.
All right. Now it's Tiff.
All right, I'm gonna ready my sling. Out a gun
Ready your sling for what?
for if I see this guy like get got, or I see the fish like
Mm-hmm.
like if I see an opportunity to hit the fish, I'm taking it with the sling.
Okay.
You know, because if it's deep underwater, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it.
Right.
So I'm waiting for it to come close to the surface or to surface, and to be like, whoopah. You know, I've got it spinning already.
Okay. All right, the pike is actually going to continue to exit, swimming further upriver. I realized like halfway through this that I should have started y'all at the bottom, continue that sort of visual motion, but whatever. Messed that up. All right, yeah, the pike is swimming away at this point.
But you could always just put it. I can't see it anyway, so you could always just put it behind us on the outer ring.
What if I can do that? No? Oh, I see.
I can't actually see the lower half of the ring
On yours or on the stream?
on mine.
Weird.
Yeah, it's like it's focused in on it really, like all the way at the top.
There it is.
I'm not sure. Anyways, yeah, so now it is Watcher Tim's turn. And Tim is just going to shout out to the wizard who's getting in the water. He just says, "By the light, man, there's a fish in the water."
You can do it!
And yeah, at this point, Modi and Echo, the two sailors, also join in, and they're just like, "Yeah, you got it! Like, fight the fish, man!" And yeah, but at this point, the fish has swam away. Is not really doing anything. However, the guy is still in the water, just like looking for this fish. Okay, what?
I mean, so we could scoop this guy back up.
No, that's a whole
but we
other
don't have
mouth
food
to
for
feed,
him.
and he sounds like an ass.
Yeah. He can make himself float in the air, though, which is very impressive. But
We don't need someone with those capabilities.
yeah, he does seem like a handful. We could just sail on past him.
I'm vote sail on past.
Come sail away, come sail away.
We're on a mission from God.
Mission. God.
Okay. Yeah, any... I mean, I suppose Thodo does sort of have veto power.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are steering the boat.
Yeah, so are you going to steer past, or...
Yeah, we're going upriver.
All right. So what are your parting words to this man attempting to fight?
The fish left. He's gone. He failed.
Good luck,
Bye.
old man.
Hope the rest of your day is swimmingly.
There's about 2 tons of meat in it for you if you get the damn thing.
Okay, let's
Wish you could have pulled through on an earlier round.
make that the primary.
So did we actually get did we get a 1 on the random encounter scale? Is that what happened?
No, that is actually a predetermined encounter that was there.
I
I didn't roll for that. There are things that are just on the map that you will.
Gotcha.
That there are, there's just encounters.
I have to admit that, like, that was absolutely a flying man with flying skeletons moment for me. I was like, if we weren't on a boat on a river having to go past all of this shit, I would absolutely be like, fuck that.
Fuck that, I'm out.
Yeah. Really, any time in a Goban game I encounter wizards, I'm like, yeah, that's none of my goddamn business.
Yeah, you should be able to see a marker underneath there right now. But it will,
Now that
when you decide to move, it'll become more apparent. Speaking of, where would you like to? That has only taken one of the hours of the day. I'll move this up 1,500 now.
keep on moving, I vote for keep on moving up the river.
Yeah. Northwest.
All right.
Dodo is also the captain, though, so I'm just giving my best advisement.
Okay. Let me. Now I
Fool's
need to
duel.
roll for you.
Fool's duels. Fuels duels.
Who else? Who else? Um,
Okay. Did that show everybody? No. Oh my god.
Go, Ben.
All right. As you part ways with the wizarding fools. You are making your way up the river. You're rowing, and you come around a slight bend in the river, and there's like a steep hill. And as you come around the hill, it flattens out ahead of you. At first, you're not entirely sure what it is you see, but then you think that there's a large rock, and that rock seems to be being attacked by, being scratched at, clawed at by something between a duck and a beaver.
Once again, fuck that.
As you draw closer, however, you notice that first off, you realize that this is perhaps, or the duck beaver thing is really a platypus, but it is a platypus the size of a cow.
Yeah, fuck that.
And you also realize that the rock that it is attacking is in fact a horseshoe crab, the size larger than a sedan.
Oh.
This horseshoe crab is larger than your boat, even.
That.
If there is any solution to this problem that involves not interacting with those two animals,
Well,
I think we should take that solution. So they're on land.
they are in the water.
God damn it.
So, is there any way of getting around these things?
They're not in the deep part of the river. Obviously, they're not like 80 feet tall each, but they're in the water, and it does seem that if you were going to go past them upriver, you would need to get close to them.
What if we have some extra ration? We have like a cushion of about 2/3 of a day of ration. What if we speared like one person's 1 day of rations onto an arrow, just somehow affixed it to the arrow, and just fired it like onto the shore, where like to try to like draw them out of the river to eat the ration, so that we could just get on with our fucking lives without having to deal with 2 fucking kaiju. Like, we're
Alright.
just not a like who. What are we gonna do with 2 animals that are
Are
like?
these so? What terrain are these animals in? They're in like some
They're
amount of water.
They're directly in our path in the river.
Yeah, but they're in water though.
Yes, they are in the water.
Like about how deep of water can we tell?
It's at least shoulder deep, and they're just like standing out of this water. Like they're up out of the water.
Yeah,
You would be like head above water, and they're just full.
they're just
like it's
full
barely up
on
to
out.
their bellies. They're both
Yeah,
quadrupedal.
this is that's bad. It might be, I guess, maybe worth a ration.
Yeah, considering that the pikefish took, let's see, 9 plus 6, that's 14 damage, and was like, nah, I'm leaving.
They also seem to be preoccupied with themselves. So, like, could we try to sneak? Is there a sneak option? Sneak in a boat?
I don't.
Can one sneak in a boat?
I mean, also we have a lot of food.
Oh, also,
But who's to say that they want our food?
you should all gain 300 XP for dealing with the Fool's
The
Duel.
wizards.
Okay. I don't know. My vote is spend some of our extra rations to make this a less of a problem, or attempt to.
Sure, if you
Maybe
want
set
to.
it. So let's set it on fire and shoot it.
Why
maybe
would
get a
we
better
set it
smell.
on fire?
Give it a. It smells better.
Do you like eating fire?
The olfactory senses go more ham when something's smoking. Maybe not.
I don't
Just
think
a
setting
thought.
it on fire would make much
Just
sense.
a thought. It was just a thought.
We're also going to shoot it right into a wet, swampy place
True.
that's immediately going to extinguish that fire.
It'll be roasted to perfection when
All right.
they get to it. They get it.
So subtract a ration.
Okay.
Or who's keeping track of our rations?
I've got the.
It's in a
finance
journal
sheet.
entry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I know where that journal entry is, and
6.66 days before hunger.
The hunger of the beast.
The hunger of the beast. Hell and fire are going to be released.
oops. All right, drop 1 ration.
Yeah, and make an attack. Well, whoever is going to fire the bow, make an attack roll.
It's my bow. I'll roll the damn thing.
I think we all have the same AV.
Really?
We're all deft.
But how do I make it roll the attack, or what is the attack?
I think if you just click on it, it should work. Wow, you do all have the same AV.
No, it's not rolling it.
You all have the same AV.
Yeah, 11.
Like, no, all 4 of you, even Buscoso, who is
11 is the number.
the wise. 11's the number. All right.
How much? It's not rolling. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. No modifiers.
No modifiers.
Damn. Well, that's good.
All right, so you fire it, and the arrow just like plonk into the river, just like lost down the river. You can attempt it again or try another plan.
How does the deaf thing work? Because I have like a teacher, like a
So
master archer teacher.
right, so
Attunement.
it's once per day you can use your attunement to automatically succeed on a difficult task. So something that you would normally have to roll for,
Mm-hmm.
and a hard task succeeds automatically, while a nigh impossible task requires a regular task roll.
Okay. So could I use that attunement and get like another shot at it? Or
I mean, you can keep shooting. You just need to spend another ration, put it on another arrow, and shoot it.
okay.
Yeah,
How
that's
hard is
just a
the
regular.
task?
That's just a regular roll, like you just did.
Okay. Do we want to spend another ration?
I think that's fine.
Okay. Cool. Well, I'll do it one more time.
As apparently our quartermaster,
There
I am not
you
against
go.
this.
Cool.
5. All right. So you fire this one, and this time, you're like, okay, right. I need to account for the drop, and you've got the angle correct, and it sails over and actually skips off of the shell of the horseshoe crab and lands a little distance away.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
However, the platypus doesn't seem to notice, and the horseshoe crab turns and starts skittering towards you out into the water.
God damn it.
And
Cool.
that's where we're going to pause for the night.
So what did Savage do to it?
Um,
I hit it.
You hit it?
Bumped it with a
he bumped
ration.
one of them with the ration, and
Okay.
neither of them cared, and one of them was just like, "Wah!" run towards you. All right. So, thanks again for watching another episode of Collaborators Without Direction. Our next stream will be on November 21st. So we look forward to seeing you then. Until then, keep it real.